Welcome to my channel. We have another very interesting topic. How you are programmed to be poor. That is, if you are poor, like me. You know what? It took me so long to really understand that I was programmed to be poor. It took me this pandemic to realize the culprit behind it and to finally understand how to reprogram my mind for prosperity. I'm basically a happy person. I consider myself successful in my physical, social, emotional, and spiritual life. My biggest puzzle though is my financial status, kind of a roller coaster. I had my ups and downs. In fact, after retirement, I actually almost reached the summit of my Mount Everest. And then it went down, 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 down the drain. And then I went up, 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 up again. And then down, 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 down again. My curiosity and search for meaning, for the root cause of this issue, led me to discover the three basic causes of which I'm sharing here. And if you could relate with me, let's join hands together and unshackle the program that was downloaded by our mind to allow financial blessings to really flow in our lives on a continuous basis. So let's go to step Number 1, understanding how the program works. This I understood and I'm going to share you because with the onset of computers, when this computerization of work processes when I was employed was introduced, we were asked to give the step-by-step process on how to arrive to a certain result. We will give the process to the programmer, then he will make the program, and then after that we run the program, and if it really arrives at the right result that we want, then the program stays. If you want another result, program will have to be changed by the programmer. Clearly understand that. With humans, however, we call it paradigm because it's not only a step-by-step process, it talks of belief, values, culture, attitudes, and expectations that are fixed in our subconscious mind and runs our everyday activities. It literally controls our daily activities. So we move on what they call autopilot. And this is especially done during the first 7 years of our life. So let's give you some examples just so you could relate or agree with me. When you start to drive, they will teach you everything which seems so hard at first. Look at mirrors there, look at the back there, you look at the front, it has to be in the center, and everything. So it seems so hard. But as you practice and practice and practice, it becomes so automatic. You don't even have to think. You can even call your friends where you are driving. That's autopilot. Another perfect example of programming. This is a true story. There was this married couple. They usually have turkey on Thanksgiving Day. And the husband said, "Honey, I'm just wondering why you're always cooking our turkey. The limbs is cut." So he said, "I don't know. That's what my mother is doing." So they called the mother, and then the mother said, "I don't know. That's what my mother was doing." The mother was about 96 years old, the grandmother of the one who was asking. So they also called the great-grandmother. Then she started laughing. He said, "When we first bought our oven, it was so small, so we had to cut the limbs." That's what they call program. Did they ever even think about? No. Programming. And so is culture. We don't even question why we are doing things like this and like. Programming, especially for the first 7 years, is the most effective programming that we had. Money. I was raised in a neighborhood where we were so poor, but I didn't know we are poor. I just thought that is the life. Look at the place we were living. Those huts, every hut you see is the same. There are no different ones, just bigger inside. Just one room where we sleep, where we cook, where we entertain visitors and everything. And that's our house. We were barefoot. Look at those. We had no pictures then, but that is the reality. We played in the field, in the rivers. That's our programming. If that's what you see every day, would you think of something better? None. Until I went to school. My parents were illiterate. They never went to school. It's me and my younger brother only. The school was about 2 miles away. We had to walk. How can you even even imagine a better life if that is your upbringing. Contrast that to the rich. That's why the rich are becoming richer, the poor are becoming poorer. Why? Because of programming. The environment they are in, they already know what they want. They get what they want. They dream bigger. Look at that saying. The first 5 years of programming will determine the future of a person. Or the first 6 years, you become what you were programmed to be. There are two ways to remove programming. One is beyond our control. 911. It changed a lot of life. So it makes you really dream bigger. The famous saying which says, give me your kid for 7 years and it determines his life after. Unless they reprogram. Let's compare it to machine. It's actually similar. Cybernetic. When they want to bring the rocket to the moon, they put all the programs there so it will reach the destiny, which is the moon. And then they also program how it's going to return to Earth. So that's programming to the minute second. In other words, our life is a printout of the program that's in our subconscious mind. And unless we change these programs, we will live just like that. So how will we change that? The number one is the realization or awareness that you are in a program. In other words, it's like just that elephant there or that horse there. They have been programmed when they were young. They resigned to the program because they thought they could not move. So even if they grew so big that they could just kick that, and that's what we are. The difference between us and the animals is we can reprogram our mind. I really like that the saying which says, unless you realize you are in prison, you will forever remain in your prison. This validates the saying which says 95% of people run on autopilot. 3% thinks that they are thinking, but they are not. They are following another program of a programmer. They were programmed by somebody. And only 2%, I wish I would join that 2%. I repeat, paradigm for humans, cybernetics for machines, programming for the processes in the work. In fact, in my employment, 30% were retrenched because of computerization. So how do we change the program that we were programmed with? Programmed to be poor. Number one, it's understanding a program. Change the program to a better program. Dream higher. I have to dream bigger. I have to think of abundance. Think of prosperity. Think of what it means to really achieve something where money comes in continuous flow, not like my roller coaster life. Awareness is the key. A bigger dream. They say dreams come true. If you don't have a dream, what will come true? A better life, an exemplary life, travel around the world. Those are the ones that will replace the program that we had. Step number 2 is repetition. The need to repeat dreaming, desiring a worthy cause, an excellent cause, or something that really enhance your life. When we dream that, we have to repeat that over and over and over and over again until it's ingrained in the mind as a program also. It will run that program. Okay? So it's very hard to do it. The book of Joe Dispenza talks of you really have to stop becoming your old self. How will you do that? Repetition of a worthy ideal. And personally, this is where I miss. When I want something, I usually get, but it does not stay that. It also goes down. That's why I will have to do this over and over. Studies have said that when you do something for 21 days, the brain will start to make neuroplasticity. It will adapt. And then some studies also said, no, it's got to be 66 days to wait. Then somebody said, no, it's 90. Then somebody says, it's 108 days. Somebody said, not everybody's created equal. You do it over and over and over until you feel it automatic. And then I thought of Bruce Lee. There is the saying which says, I fear someone who is doing the thing for 10,000 times that thing only. And there's where they excel in life. So I said, oh my God. Michael Jordan, even if they are the best in their field, they still practice and practice. They do it over and over and over. Those are lessons I did not know. That's where I am missing. That's why I am going to do it over and over and over. And this video is a testimonial. I'll come back to this and tell you that I achieved my goals permanently. Better and better and better programming. This is the power of imagination. We have a whole course on this. Imagination or visualization over and over and over how you will perform. So I read one story of a champion in the ice skating, and she said, actually, before the event, I went there and saw myself already the champion here. See? So it's all in the mind. If it is in the mind, oh my God, I have so many experiences on this. But I did not know that it's the same with finances. So I'm going to do it again. Because like I said, this is the missing piece. I know about programming. I know about paradigm. I have been teaching that. But the maintenance of it, this is my missing piece. Repetition. To make it permanent in the brain cells. Step number 3 is hypnosis. There are so many benefits. I am not a hypnotherapist. They can hypnotize you. The trauma in your life can be eliminated by hypnosis. It needs the professional ones. The only thing I could really recommend, it's because I have been doing the meditation for prosperity, for wellness. I listen over and over. Best time to do this is the state akin to sleep, or when you are feeling sleepy. It can reprogram the mind. They use it for kids. When the kids are sleeping, they play the music or they play the ABC, and it's programming the mind. Last year, I designed my own meditation. Listen to my own voice and the choice of my meditation on prosperity, venture into a business, forgiveness. And if you haven't yet meditated, I really highly recommend that you do. It's giving you the wisdom and the power is inside. So, have you had any aha moment in our discussion? Because if you do, I challenge you. Message me back and let's do it together. Thank you for watching today. If this video resonates with you, learned anything, please comment below. And if you have additional ideas, you can share to people. Service to others is the highest form of fulfillment to the giver. I would highly appreciate that. Finally, please click the like button below and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already. Because I have committed myself to produce one video per week to be of service to seekers like you. Share knowledge, experiences, ideas that enhances the mind, the body, and the spirit. Thank you so much. See you next video.